This is the 13.4 guided practice with Mr. V. Going to be talking about medians and altitudes. All right, I'm going to be doing the odds too. So the first one here, a median of ABC. So remember, a median is a line that cuts its opposing segment in half. So if I look at this triangle here, I see this mark and this mark. So this line right here is the line that cuts it in half, which would then be the median. So it would be EB. All right, so then an altitude, remember an altitude has to be 90 degrees at the opposite side. So it starts at its vertex and goes and meets its opposite side and makes a 90-degree angle. So the only one that does that is this one right here. So it'd be AD. And then a bisector. So bisector means cutting it in half, and it's asking about an angle. And our last line, as we can see with this right here, what this line does is cuts this into two equal measures, or cuts it in half. So CF would be our line segment. That would be the angle bisector. All right, number 5 here. So these are medians, okay? And remember, in a median, if you have a line here, this is going to be, this line right here is going to be 2/3. This line right here is going to be 1/3. So let's see what that looks like. So BX equals 8. So from here to here equals 8. And then we need to find out what XY is. So you could put this into an equation, but the easiest way to do this would be to take this 8 and chop it up. And what I mean by that is, if just B to X right here is 8, and I cut that in half, that'll be 4 and 4, right? That would mean this right here would also be 4. Because now you have it into 3 parts, right? So this right here is 2/3, and this right here is 1/3. Because again, as I'm saying up here, the longer part of the altitude is 2/3, and the shorter part is 1/3. So all I did is I cut BX in half to make it 2 sections, and then the last section of X to where XY would be the 1/3 section, so that would just be one of these. So XY would be equal to 4. Oh, it also says find BY. So then, sorry about that. So then BY it wouldn't be too hard, right? So B to Y, which is the whole thing, I would just add 4 plus 4 plus 4. So BY would equal 12. All right, in the following two problems, the segment is the median. So this line right here is the median, UZ. So if it's the median, that means this is equal to this. It's saying that we got to find WV if the whole segment right here is equal to 3x minus 3, and then ZV, this segment right here, is equal to 2x minus 3. So since both of these are, let me re-say this. So since these two lines, WZ is equal to ZV, what we could do is we could just double this and set it equal to the whole thing. So I could just do 2x minus 3 is equal to the whole thing, which is 3x minus 3. So again, all I'm doing here is noticing that because it's a median, it cuts these two into 2 equal parts. It gives me the whole thing. If this Z to V is equal to 2x minus 3, well, this right here has to also equal 2x minus 3 because they're the same. So I just double it or multiply it by 2. So I have 4x minus 6 is equal to 3x minus 3. So again, these are the 2 chunks, or the 2 parts, and this is the whole part. And then I would just do the math. So I'm going to bring the 3x over. So I'd have x is equal to, and then a positive 6 over would be x is equal to 3. Now it says find WV. So all I'd have to do is put x is equal to 3, plug it into this, plug it into this, or I could just plug it into what we found out to be the whole thing, which is 3x minus 3. So that'd be 3 times 3 minus 3. So it'd be 9 minus 3, 3. So WV is going to be equal to 6. All right, the following two problems. So in just number 9 here, the segment is an altitude. So if DBC is equal to 7x, so it's saying this angle right here is equal to 7x plus 6. Find the value of x. Well, here's the thing. We have to remember, what we have to remember is because this is an altitude, wherever it meets, it's going to create a 90-degree angle. So this right here is 90 degrees. Therefore, this has to also be a 90-degree angle. So I can just set 7x minus 6 equal to 90 degrees. So then I do 7x is equal to 96. And then I would do 96 divided by 7. And I would get 13.7. I must be doing something wrong here. Oh, it's 7x plus 6. Sorry. So let me redo this. So again, I'm just setting, because this is a 90-degree angle, what the line DB is in altitude, so it has to be a 90-degree angle here, which means the other side also has to be 90 degrees. I can just take 7x plus 6, set it equal to 90 degrees, so 7x is going to be equal to 84, and then I just do 84 divided by 7, and I get 12, so x is going to be 12. All right, so just to recap real quick, right? You have a triangle. If something cuts an angle in half, that would mean it's obviously a bisector or an angle bisector. If one side cuts this segment right here in half, and you can see that when there's the dash marks, then that would be a median, so median for middle. And then finally, if one just goes to the other side and it is marked as 90 degrees, then that would be an altitude because that meets this line at 90 degrees. Okay, so those are the differences between the three. Have any questions, email me. Otherwise, have a great night.